position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Bank of America Stadium, home to the Panthers here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Worthy. This time on target. Got room at the 35. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. That's caught. It's Butler. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the...
Touchdown, Longhorns! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few.
He's running free down the middle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosion?
And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a heat. Got his man downfield.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route. Coming from the slot receiver, they get the completion.
They'll keep it on the ground. Makes a pass to Marker. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Elliott. Picks up the first down, still moving. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Now adjusting. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They won't let him in. He had a nose for the end zone, but he will be stopped short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Forced out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Worthy. Shoots it to the left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Worthy. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Makes a move. And the returner will be brought down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The sweet feet buy a little time. Right on the money. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. The jet sweep pass. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
No, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Worthy. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fires left. It's gone. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown! Georgia Tech made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abraham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a...
Makes the grab right down the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. A lot of urgency for this offense. These corners going to give them some space. Under fire. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Worthy. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher they can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Worthy. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering his shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Hand off to the fullback. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown there last.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance.
Turning it off. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 10.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He'll run it it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Got it behind the line. It's Butler. Touchdown, Longhorns! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds his big tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Ganged.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding.
And he's still running after the move. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Back to throw, it's Worthy. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's Abraham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. sending the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the draw. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. The Red Hawks of Miami are just steamrolling their way to victory. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 24 over UAB. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye. Lofts one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Worthy. He's taking the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.